Hey, what's up? Good to see everybody. Welcome to the Angel Channel, episode 71. Wow, we're coming up. Next week is the grand finale of the Shem Ha Meforish deck. Kind of crazy. 72 shows. It's going to be a good one next week. I'm pretty super stoked. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Fried Okra Entertainment. Many thanks to Ernie and the genius filmmakers there, and appreciate your continued support. Wow, yeah, kind of a crazy week. Bunch of things to talk about. Well, hey, Natalie, what's up? Mary Jo, good to see you. As always, Diane, Spectra, badass. Tom, how you doing, man? Good evening. Man, the last few weeks, despite my absolute best efforts, have just kicked me right in the butt, man. It has just been really brutal, and really brutal to keep getting back to a good frame of mind. So I have been practicing and using all of the tools I've been sharing with you guys, and got me in a pretty good space, man. Yeah. So I have to share a story with you. This is on Saturday. Went and did my shopping, couple stores, came home, came in, put my stuff down. That's all I remember doing. And I got back and I'm involved in a project and realized a few hours have gone by, and I was expecting a phone call, didn't get it. And I went to go get my phone to call, and my phone's gone. Make a long story short, I went into, can't even believe I admit this, but I went into absolute panic mode. Oh my God, where it is. And like, I did my best Nine of Swords impression. You know, it's stolen. People are robbing me. Blah blah blah. All my photos, all my information, and it just got like this wellspring of intensity, so that I could not even for a second get centered to be able to reach out and find it. And I kept looking around, and I did the circle the house dance, man. I like tore apart my bedroom, I tore apart the living room, and I'm like, I got a flashlight because I'm looking for the screen flash, and I'm like everywhere. And you get in that mode where like you've already done the circuit, and then you do it again, and you do it again. And I could not think in my brain where they possibly could have been. So I drove to both the little Dollar General and the supermarket where I went. And even though I knew I didn't take the phone in the store, I left the phone in the car, I still went down there. Like, I'm looking at every possible option. So I was finally able to get a little bit of a reach out, and I went, man, it's here. It's not gone. It's like not visible, but it's here. And that calmed me down a little bit, but I was still like in super panic mode. I mean, the whole time you're looking for something like that, like there's this part of you looking for the solution. Crazy circle thinking. So anyway, I have like circle thinking's a really big deal to me, man. It's super destructive and just energy consuming, and just going around and around and around and around in a circle about that. So I've come up with a bunch of different little mantras and little songs and things that, like, when I get in that mode and I'm like, okay, how do I break this? And like go into that mantra for a minute, the little repeat like numbers things I have. And it like broke my attention long enough to get involved in this project, make a couple calls, and I was talking to the person that I was working on it with, and I was able to kind of like just detach. Okay, you'll find it, man. Just have patience. Just have patience. Just have patience. So I lost it about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's now like going on 9 o'clock before I finished and wrapped up and got dinner and everything crazy. Um, so I finally got centered, and I went, let's go give it a shot, right? So my apartment complex are 2 rows of 5 apartments with a 20-foot grass separation in between the fronts of the apartment. And my friend Jacob lives right across from me, and we've been building a little bonsai garden over in his little open space there. And so I'm sitting on the chair on the outside on my porch. It's dark. I got really nice and deep, got the blank space, and then just attached. Where is it? Show me where you are. And I open my eyes and I look over across at Jacob's place, like right up next to where the plants are. There's a little cement kind of like barrier thing, and then a little channel where the weed whacker whacked all that out, and then some pretty tall grass. And I saw a light up on the concrete. I went, what the hell was that? And I went across the thing, and there was my phone. And dude, I jumped up straight in the air about 10 feet. And what crazy opportunity to practice and put it into works. And the fact that I was able to get it in the end, whew, crazy. So what's the word for the day? Don't panic. There's a really great, actually it was a book when I was a teenager called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They've made a movie out of it that's pretty good too. And on the back of the book, man, the whole point of the whole movie is don't panic. So that's my crazy phone story, man. Just nuts. Let's see. Yeah, that Natalie says, I knew it. Yeah, here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I lose my phone and keys all the time. It's such a just this instant panic button, man. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. This is something I wanted to bring up. We haven't really talked about this very much, but we live in a sea of EMF energy and all kinds of different radiations, and the EMF energy, man, is really super, super, super intense. There's lots of people that have done studies on the effects of EMF radiation and microwave energy, specifically like from the 4G and 5G wavelengths. And it causes some pretty profound changes biologically. So, a lot of that is still up in debate. I don't offer that up as that's truth. I just offer that up as that's some of the research that I've seen indicates that. So a while back, I got into this right as 4G and 5G were changing, because like 5G was developed as a weapon. And it's a pretty intense, well, we won't get into that. So I was like, what do I do about that? I mean, we live in an immersed world. Every smart device, your phone, your computers, your smart car, your refrigerator, your TV, they all have this electromagnetic field on them. And using certain devices with the whole 5G thing, people can see right into your house, like right into your house. So I was researching ways to negate that, and I actually found a few pretty cool methods that I wanted to pass on to you. First of all, it's the cheap one, and that's a piece of shungite, and it's a little black mineral, not super beautiful, but it does a pretty amazing job of reflecting and blocking EMF energy into your body. There are a ton of jewelry things and pendants and that kind of stuff. Uh, that you can wear, but my favorite thing is to get a piece of raw shungite, and that's available off the internet. You know, I've had some really bad experience with buying crystals and minerals from Timu. I know some people that have done are happy with what they got, but like I didn't really think that was too good. The shungite's not so much like about programming it and stuff, so you don't have to really worry about that as much as a quartz crystal. You don't want to like hold that and read it. But the shungite properties are just, that's what it naturally does. So I would suggest, you know, just getting a little piece of shungite. You can keep it on your desk. You know, I like to keep it on my desk and keep it away. And you know, energy comes in through your left, cycles through, exits through your right, like we've talked about a bunch. So I keep that on my, in my little pocket, you know, and when I'm wearing jeans and I've got the little key pocket up there, a perfect little place to just slide that in. And, you know, we did some actual research, like testing it, and just a way, way noticeable difference here. Let me see what we got here. Tom says, my beloved is trained in biogeometry and can balance the energy fields. Nice. Yeah, so that's one thing that you can do and have on your person all the time. So when you go out in the world, you can deflect as much as possible. And the other thing that I do now is I painted the walls of my bedroom with EMF blocking paint, and you know, it's kind of black. It's super easy to get. You can get it on Amazon, not terribly expensive. And I just painted the walls, the ceiling. I did not paint the floor, but I painted the walls and the ceiling with that, and then just painted over it like a regular room. You would never know. But it has created a really kind of pristine, protected, energetic space for me to rest in. You know, if you think about it, during the day, your energy is projecting and going out, and there's intensity in all directions. So that lots of stuff that brushes by you, you're just naturally pushing away, and it doesn't really attach to you. But in the middle of the night, you're in receptive mode and super open and in dream astral space, and having that place where there's no other vibes coming in, no internet, no nothing. And you know, I really don't care if you can't use your phone in that room, but that's fine with me. I don't really have my phone around me when I'm sleeping anyway. So both of those, I think, are really great solutions. Easy and pretty inexpensive. The shungite especially is really inexpensive. And I think you can get like a gallon and a half or a 5-gallon bucket for like $150 or something like $100. Anyway, scope it out. Way worth it. Protect your aura, protect your body too, you know. Yeah. Okay, so coming up on Thursday, May Day, Alana and Mary Jo and a bunch of the crew are going to be celebrating having a Beltane ceremony, a May Day Beltane ceremony at Moon Cirque Wine Bar here in Sebring. So I'm going to be doing some sound bath meditation scenario, and Alana will be doing her fire stick, and we have a maypole, although I don't know if anyone's going to be dancing around naked, but you know, hope springs eternal. So It should be a really fun night, a really great way to kick off kind of the astral version of the first day of summer. So please come and join us if you're in the hood. Debbie, welcome. Glad you're here. The Magic Hour. Glad to have you. Dennis, as always, good to see you. Yeah, so last little bit of stuff before we get into making some sacred space. Is I want to talk about dreams, and we haven't really addressed dreams on this show at all, and I think that is such a huge area. I can't believe I've waited to now to talk about it. Your dream world is a really big part of you, and it's generated by your subconscious. Jason, excellent. And oftentimes people just blow that off as kind of nonsense and silliness and not being able to really remember pieces clearly and that kind of stuff. But I would propose to you that, getting some control over your dreams, and that's not as difficult as it sounds. It's a lot of that is just telling yourself you want that, like before you go to bed, like just tell yourself, I want to remember my dreams. There's so much. Sure, Jay, you can ask a question. There's so much information on so many different levels that are generated in your dreams that that's been a really big part of my practice for a long time. And I keep a dream journal. It's not really detailed, and some that I skip a lot of days, because they're for me. And I don't know how many of you would agree with this, but for me, I've kind of noticed over the years different kinds of dreams. Like one dream is just, it's random images. It's like being in a David Lynch or a Fellini movie or something. It's just a bunch of craziness that doesn't really make sense together, and little snippets of conversations and strange places and people that you knew a million years ago. And that stuff, I think, is just your subconscious brain dump, and just processing stuff and getting that out. And those don't really have any meaning for me. I don't really put much stock into those. And I certainly don't record those in my dream journal. And then there are dreams that kind of have like a Technicolor movie sort of feel to them, where the detail is really crisp. I'm a really visual person. That's how I process the world, is through imagery and visuals. And those dreams run together in a coherent fashion and follow a storyline most of the time. And they usually have, some intense meaning about them. Like I've had a bunch of dreams where I was getting a group of people to go to hide in a cave in Peru, and like just craziness like that. That wound up being an analogy for other things that were about to happen, but it was like a Technicolor movie. And those things for me wind up being prophetic many times. Like those will really happen. And then the last kind of dream, and these don't happen very frequently for me at all. The dreams where like there's two flows to this. Like you'll have a dream, you'll be in some really intense scenario, boom, you wake up, man, you're like, wow, let's get rid of that. Usually when that happens and I go back to bed, like I don't pick up in the same place, man. It's some other bit of craziness that my subconscious has pulled out, and no big deal. But sometimes like I go to bed and it's sort of like either replays or picks up where it was and continues on the story and gets all intense. But I wake up and they seem to like travel in the 90 to 100-minute REM cycle scenarios, and each one of those is like an episode in this like whole story, and those almost always like come to fruition. And just like I can count the number of times on my hand this has happened, but where that same dream, like the exact same dream, plays for days in a row. Like it was making me just insane. I didn't even want to go to sleep for a bit. Your dreams will give you hints about your the health of your body. It'll help you look at what your deeper fears are, and if you really analyze what your dreams are, you'll wind up finding, after doing it for many years, I've got themes that run through mine, like, oh, and there's different imagery that goes with them, especially as I get older and I've changed and grown and learned. Different imagery goes with those things, but it's still the same kind of like weird skewed view into your own deeper psyche. So point of all of this is to, one, like, try to start remembering your dreams. And it's like super easy, man. At the end of the night, when you're laying down, just take a second, do a nice little breathing, cleansing thing. Just go, I would like to remember my dreams. And just keep a pad and a pen next to your bed, man. If you wake up in a really crazy, like, make it really easy. You're half asleep, and just jot down something. Like I've gone and read them those the next morning. And it's just usually a few words or a sentence or something, but it's like that's the incantation to open that memory back up again. And I was able to like get back to that whole dream. So I just like to encourage you to go on mining exploration and see what kind of precious gems you find down there. All right. All right, I think we're going to make some sacred space and get on about business. Tibetan bowls are really super cool. The whole mythology about them is that they're made from 7 metals. Let's see, I think it's gold, silver, copper, tin, iron, mercury, and lead. And the reason that it's made from those 7 metals is to relate and vibrate at a frequency that touches each of those your 7 chakras. So this has been used for many, many centuries for cleansings and healings and waking up your spiritual awareness. All right, so here we go. In the light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With the light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With the light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With gratitude, we come together in joy and love to create our circle of energy and our sacred space, our place of love, truth, safety, and light. We ask that the angels be with us this evening and fill us with their truth, their knowledge, and their love of the source. We ask that we have ears to hear, eyes to see, and the wisdom to understand. And with absolute gratitude for all of it, infinite unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source, we open our circle. Woohoo. So I forgot the best thing, man. I can't believe it. Like, this is just crazy. You know, last week we had our telekinetic show, and that was really cool. And two things I wanted to make sure that I put forth. Last week was not proving of magic to anyone, and it certainly wasn't me trying to like show anybody that convince them of something they don't believe. But it was hopefully to put out in the energetic circle we just created. We're all connected, man, and that's been the greatest learning experience for me through this, is how that actually works and being able to function in that. So through that, I was able to like do my own effect. And, you know, when you're in person with somebody and they're teaching you, they do the effect for you. You either hold their hand or you're in the immediate space, and you get the program that's loaded up in the energy that's swirling around you. And the more intense it gets, the bigger the vortex gets, and it's just infused with that. So, I was hoping last week that some of you guys that were interested and close would reach out and grab that, and through our energetic connection, you know, get a nice little groove to get you a start. And a couple people like grabbed on after the show and actually went for it. And I'm going to play that for you right now. This is our friend Natalie.
Stop.
Yeah, half the effect's getting it set up, isn't it, Nat? All right, here she goes. Kind of hard to see right now. It'll get clearer. Yeah, you can see the nice highlight. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Before I touched it.
Oh, man. Really great. Really, 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 really great. All right. I've got one more to share with you, too. There we go. This is from our friend Spectra. You know, she took a little different. Here, hold on. Where are we? She took a little different approach. Got a little stick with a piece of aluminum on top of it. So awesome, man. Kudos, congratulations to both of you, man, and really great. And I hope that now that you like did it, like you'll keep doing it and keep going and building on it until you're spinning that thing like Natalie. Now that you got that thing, you spun that thing like a little nice quarter turn. You know, get that thing, take on like doing a whole spin now as like your mission, man, and just go at it every day. And if you can keep something like I had an office where I was able to set mine up at work. Throughout the day, every time I took a break, I'd walk by and I'd blast, 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 blast. You know, make it happen, and keep that rod when you're out and about. Keep that rod on your left side, man. Keep it just totally infused with your signature. And make sure after every time that you practice like that, that you clean that thing out and get it nice and sparkly and get it loaded back up with juice from your energy and charge it back up really hard before you go. Something Natalie communicated with me about, I'm going to just mention right now, because this is exactly the right way to be thinking about it and the right way to roll with all these effects. These are all just little starter points. So anyway, Natalie was telling me about spinning the rod, and she said she got her soccer ball out and was trying to push the soccer ball back and forth. And the fact that she chose to like do something completely unrelated, but was related, it's like how to take each one of those little gems, like the rod spinning thing. And now what else can I do with it? What else can I move? And that's a perfect mindset for really finding a road to some serious success. So kudos to Spectra, kudos to Natalie, and man, really, it's gratifying beyond words that you guys picked up on it and did it. And I hope it made you feel as good as it makes me feel. Yeah. All right. Let's get down to business. So our angel for the week, number 71, HAIAEL. I know I'm butchering that pronunciation, but bear with me. And this is the angel of the divine warrior. This angel is associated with the 10 of Cups, which is one of the most glorious. As far as the world goes, this is one of the best cards in the whole tarot deck. And the 10 of Cups represents just lasting, abiding, emotional abundance, man. Just love and joy and bliss beyond words. So super cool. Listen to your heartbeat and march to the rhythm of that drum. Be spontaneous, and deep emotional contentment will soon appear. You have found the abiding abundance, the realization of your hopes and dreams and hard work. It's wealth that never goes away. You will savor peace within, contentment and joy at last after so much pain. Marriage is possible. You find it difficult to accept that everything is working out well. Yeah, that's right. When it's like you get used to it being bad, man, all of a sudden it's like really nice and good. It's like you find it difficult to accept that everything is working out well. Things will happen suddenly. There will be exciting vibrations, a trip that will spell happiness. Your treasure is where your passion is. Listen to your passions, and they will reveal your true genius and bring you success. You spread light to all those around you, bringing your joy and laughter. Family and friends is Bringing joy and laughter to family and friends is important to you. You maintain your individuality and your characteristics. God's grace and love show us that love, imagination, and joy come to us as gifts. Yeah. All right. So as always, anybody looking for a reading, slam me down in the comment section. Let me know that you want one, and we will get to you after the meditation. All right, we're going to take 3 really deep cleansing breaths and ride down to 0 space. All right. So, what I want you to do is use your solar plexus and use that to draw. And I want you to take air in through your nose and imagine that it is not air, but that it is golden healing energy. And with each breath you take, you're just infusing your whole body and light body with golden light. Okay. And then when we release, we're going to ride down with that breath really slow, releasing it really slowly, going deeper and deeper until you get to out of breath and we stop at silence. Don't take an immediate breath. Stay right there. And at that moment where it's stopped, it just imagine like the switch has been flipped on the movie, man. You just hit pause and it just freezes. You're not thinking, you're not feeling, you're not evaluating, you're just there. And we'll hold that for about 5 or 6 seconds and then go on to the next one. All right. Here we go. Inhale in through your solar plexus, in through your nose. Bright golden healing energy. Fill it up as much as you can. Pack it in. And release. Turning off the machine. Relax your muscles. Let your shoulders and arms hang loose. We're going deeper. No mind. Silence. Inhale. Really pack it in. When you think you're full, push a little more. You're glowing with energy and release. You're going deeper into the depths, down. No thought, no world. Silence. Last one. Inhale, really deep. Make it count. And release. Going deep, deep inside. No time. Completely relaxed. Body's hanging limp. Silence. All right. I want you to stay in that blank space, a place of infinite potential. And you realize you're starting to perceive this mist, little fingers of mist surrounding you. It's everywhere, up and down, all around you as far as you can see. And it's glowing. It has a really almost faint blue glow, to all the little wisps. And you notice right close to your body, a circle of the mist beginning to spin around you. It's going clockwise. Yeah, and it circle grows. The mist spreads out. And you're standing on the ground looking at the sky. It's kind of a thunderstorm sky. Super distant thunder. The clouds are kind of gray, but with holes in between them that the light behind it is lighting it up with this golden orange light. Sun rays poking down through the clouds, shining onto your face. And the wind picks up, slow little gusts. But it gets stronger. It's just blowing against you. And it's that cold, intense wind at the front of a storm. And the clouds roll over the top of you, flashing in their tops. And they're, instead of gray, they're just these clouds of golden light. And from the clouds, it begins to rain. Except your perception of the rain is it's in super slow motion. You can see every drop falling. You reach out your hand and watch a drop explode in the middle of your palm. And this rush of bliss rushes up your arm. You extend both your hands and the rain gets thicker and harder. The drops get bigger. And they start splashing on your forehead, running down your face, whole body wet. But it's not just water. It's filled with cleansing, golden, healing energy. And each of those drops just fills you to the brim. Joy, bliss, peace. And the water runs over you. It's heavy rain now. And you feel your fears, your anger, all the things of the world just flowing away. Your persona, everything, until you're just stripped bare to your beautiful, beautiful glowing light body, emanating gold in all directions. And that gold just fills you up, and inhale it. Take a deep breath and draw it in. It's warm. It's comforting. It's healing. If there's a place in your body, if you need help with something health-wise, take that energy and direct it there. Just keep filling yourself up. And the clouds begin to part. And the brilliant golden sun is beginning to drop in the sky, and the sunset's starting. Colors on the bottom of the clouds. And slowly you come back to your body, refreshed, full of energy, radiating love. And you come back to awareness, feeling your body again. Slowly coming back. And you're home. Take a second to just kind of absorb. All righty. So, Nat, it looks like you're first up. Just stay in that space. I'll connect to you. Words of wisdom from my good friend Natalie. Words of wisdom from my good friend Natalie. Words of wisdom from my good friend Natalie. Number 61, the angel of affinity and friendship. Cards have sure taken a beating. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. Number 61, the angel of affinity and friendship. Your inner skeptic is working overtime. Communicating to your other ideas to others might be problematic. Your skeptic creates doubt and pessimism, fragmenting your thinking. Decisions become difficult. Confusion reigns. Memories of defeat, conflict, and loss play back through your mind, even as you are trying to connect. When the battle has been lost and the weight bears down on you, it results in weakness and a sense of humiliation. Take a look at your thinking. Learn to still your thoughts. Yeah, still your thoughts and calm your fears. Your thoughts are programmed by society's expectations. Are your thoughts so rigid that there is no room for other opinions? One person's perception of defeat is another person's perception of success. Accept input from others without letting it destroy your own perspective. Look at all possibilities and reject none. Hey, just want to send you some kudos again, man. I'm just like really happy. Super, super happy. Good job. All right, Mr. Ng. Yeah, that move. One of my least favorite things in the world to do, by the way. Welcome a new visitor, Catbird Angel. Glad to have you with us. All right, Dennis, focus really hard, my brother. Words of wisdom from my friend Dennis Ng about his imminent relocation. Words of wisdom from my friend Dennis Ng about his imminent relocation. Words of wisdom from my friend Dennis Ng about his imminent relocation. Number 60, the angel of intellectual reparation. You let your emotions fly the second you feel them without a moment to contemplate the consequences. Emotional excess. Now the energy is, nothing is as emotionally wrenching as moving to a new place, man. So, uber patience, oh man, make sure that your raw nerves don't burst out. Now the energy has been released and your cards are played. Begin to organize your life and gain some stability, which is exactly what you're doing right now. Balance your emotions with mind and spirit. Allow yourself to experience generosity and freedom as you begin to give your life some structure. Honor your inner and outer limits now. Using the material as an illusion for security is always a false methodology. Once you have become balanced, using the material as an illusion for security is always a false methodology. Once you have become balanced and stable within yourself, having found the security within, you will no longer need to hold on to anything in the material world. You will recognize that when you are confronted with loss or obstacles, you need only establish new plans and have them ready. Yes. That's so, yeah, I'm glad it did all that. Yeah, packing, unpacking, organize, and the whole harangue. I don't care how prepared you are for it, leaving where you're at. There's just so much goo with that, man. And it's easy to let that build up and boom, mess. I'm great at just chalking out of my emotions. Better, but still, wow. Yeah. Move's gonna go really good, dude. You're gonna have it's gonna be good in a whole lot of ways. All right, let's see who else. Raphael, what's up, man? Good to see you as always. Act like you do. My friend Raphael Kaminsky, he has a really badass show that he and a friend do. Raphael, chat us up a link for your show. I'd love to promote it a little bit. All right. Let's see who else we got here. Okay, Tom, you're up. Hey, congratulations on your book, man. Our friend Tom Morrison posted something this week about like he just got his printed copy of a book he published. So um, I know how hard that is. Uber kudos. All right, focus really hard. If you have something really specific, that feels like you have a specific question. So kind of really focus on that. All right. Words of focus really hard, Tom. Words of wisdom for my friend Tom. Words of wisdom for my friend Tom. Words of wisdom for my friend Tom. All right. Number 23, the angel of healing capacity. I love this angel. You are bored. You need motivation. You're unhappy with your accomplishments and the world in general. Yeah, man. Join the club. So you make no effort, believing it to be pointless. It's easy to fall in there. Allow things to flow. Have faith in God to create and you know that. Have faith in God to create the necessary changes to regenerate these circumstances. You are spiritually dissatisfied. You're exhausted and disgusted with the current situation. Your intuition has been halted by your lack of focus. Or sense of purpose. And this indulgence in your emotions has led you to dissatisfaction and exhaustion. Anger is great energy when you use it productively. Use your frustration to fuel your forward movement. Your fear becomes the target of your anger and thus loses its iron grip. Remain open to the new opportunities that life is offering you now. They bring contentment, peace, and deep satisfaction. Remain open to the new opportunities that life is offering you now. They bring contentment, peace, and deep satisfaction. It's okay to walk away, dude. Like, sometimes you gotta go and you gotta go. All right, catbird. Yes, focus really hard for me. All right, imagine that we're just kind of standing face to face and we're looking each other right in the eyes and just focus. If you have a specific question, beam that one to me really hard. If not, we'll just do kind of a general what's up card and just let's connect and open up. Yeah, focus. Sneaky girl. All right. Words of wisdom from my friend Catbird Angel. Words of wisdom from my friend Catbird Angel. Words of wisdom from my friend Catbird Angel. Number 44, Angel of the Karmic Warrior. He's intense, man. Master number 44. You have let your disappointment grow into true despair. Your dreams have been crushed. Your plans are in ruin. This is not a time for rash major decisions. A knee-jerk reaction will only hurt more. You can't pull the milk back into the glass no matter how hard you try. Continue to see the obstacles to love can be overcome. There is still hope. Cry. Let your tears fall like rain, like the healing golden rain that we absorbed tonight. What have you learned from this experience? Tomorrow brings a brand new dawn, another chance to do it better. Your courage blossoms from your broken dreams. It's always darkest before the light blooms. There is always hope. This experience is an end, not the end. This experience is an end, not the end. It is also an opportunity for a new beginning. Focus on happy news. Make a conscious effort to let go of this disappointment. You have learned well from past experience. Accept your loss and accept the support from others. Look forward to new friendships, new interests, and new occupations. Take time to see what remains important to you, even in the face of sorrow and pain. You know, they're not always fluffy, but they're always true. Yeah. All right. Anyone else out there looking for readings? Let me just scroll through. Oh, you're welcome very much. So I'm trying to get my teacher to come. Next week's kind of a special show. It's the end of the 72 card deck roll. Oh, Diane, absolutely. And I don't know. There's kind of a special feeling for that for me, and I've got kind of a special grand finale. Although we're gonna, the angel for next week is the angel of endings and beginnings, and that's exactly how I'm thinking about it. And it'll be the end of this particular card by card journey, but it'll be the beginning of something really super cool. I hope, and continue on. So I wanted to have a really special guest on, and I'm close to convincing my teacher to come on the show. Never ever done that. I've been asking him, like, it's 150 shows now. Oh yeah, no. And getting him to do that is just next to impossible, but I think I've got him close. So if you guys would like to hear from the guy I'm talking about all the time, write down in the chat, AUG, AUG, come on. AUG, come on. All right. All right, Diane, me and you, girl. Deep breath. Ah, yeah, let me get focused. Words of wisdom for my friend Diane. Words of wisdom for my friend Diane. Words of wisdom for my friend Diane. Number 24, the angel of protection. You are getting their attention and the results are pouring in. A new relationship is possible. You've been, yeah, this is like some business thing going on. Like, right? Okay. You've been asleep. Time to wake up to the world and all its opportunities. Always believe that there will be positive change. Stop worrying. That wasn't that clear. Stop worrying. New possibilities and opportunities are being offered. There are new relationships and new ideas waiting to be discovered. Trust and believe that your ideas are good and have a little more patience. Ah, that pesky patience. When it looks like nothing is happening, get ready for an exciting surprise. Your enthusiasm will overflow your cup. Seize the opportunity and the moment. You will know the joy and the best of both worlds. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, Jason. Okay, buddy. Oh, I've got a couple here. No worries. All right, Jason, focus, man. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Ah. Number 30, the angel of fertility. This one always looks like an Egyptian with the headdress thing. When you are on the top of the hill, there is always someone who wants that spot and challenges you. Face the envy and jealousy of those who want what you have. There will be times when you feel outnumbered. It will appear that everyone is against you. Feel the strength within you. Don't allow fear to discourage you. Recognize the ground. Get rid of that, man. Jinsen Jitsu. Pull out every stop, dude. Recognize that your position is always stronger than you think it is. Stop doing the 9 of Swords. Don't give in to depression or anxiety and the associated escapes. Define a clear course of action, and your self-confidence will return to overcome all the obstacles. Have complete trust in your inner voice. Remain patient. Make no rash, unwise decisions. Make no rash, unwise decisions. Be fearless, for you are never alone. All right. This one's for you, Edward. You're welcome, Diane. All right, Edward, get focused. Words of wisdom for my friend Edward. Words of wisdom for my friend Edward. Words of wisdom for my friend Edward. Number 40, the angel of divine consolation. Ah, yeah. Why does deep sorrow hurt so fucking much? The pain of separation is a bitter pill to swallow. Make the choice to remove yourself from any situation which produces sorrow or negative vibrations. Find your creative light inside and let it shine out. Give up dependency on others for your ideas. Focus your efforts on organizing your life. View the past as a whole picture. Expand your view as a whole picture that you can see trends and flows and lessons that have repeated over and over and over again. You know, your life lesson number is a great number to know about, and the lessons that go with that number can give you some real insights into recurring issues. Be the peacemaker. Hold on, let me go back. Focus your efforts on organizing your life. View the past as a whole picture. Expand your view to the big picture and away from the small view that causes you pain. Be the peacemaker. Never be afraid to say you're sorry. Think before you speak so that you will not feel sorry after it's too late. Learn to accept your situation. Allow yourself to experience the pain. Give yourself the right to grieve and release the heartache, and then go on. Let it go. Once the upset, pain, and tears have gone, open the door to new possibilities. Your aching heart will need someone. Wow, dude. Love out to you. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. You're welcome, Jason. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting night. Okay. So as always, do the like and subscribe, and please comment below at the hashtag live or anything. Just help me get it out there, man. Share this with somebody that you think there's a million people out there that would benefit from this. A couple people are spinning. Like they got to telekinetics, man. It's just a very scratchiest scratch of the surface, but that's where it starts. So, man, open it up, right? And share it with anyone that you feel like. So, without further ado, we're going to wrap it up. We joyously come to the conclusion of our gathering and bid everyone a happy way home. We thank the angels, 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 angels for their knowledge, their love, and their love of the source. And with absolute gratitude for all of it, every single bit, even the suck parts, infinite unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source. Till next week, we close our circle. Be in the light.